So just doing that outside row, man, I really should have considered getting a bigger tractor with a bigger disc. That took forever. Oh man, it was a really long time. I'm gonna be out here for a while. What is up, YouTube? I am Noah Nation, and I'm playing Farming Simulator 19, and this is my 90s roleplay. So, subscribe and like, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so we're pulling up here to my farm. I have just bought this farm. I got tired of the city. There's just too many crazy people coming to the city. So I found myself a farm here in McGregor, Iowa. That is where I'm at. And it's a pretty nice farm. There's my house. Got a lot of storage. A lot of cold storage. Storage here. Then we got a Quonset hut over here. And then we have a shop over here to work on equipment. And then back here we have more cold storage. So I am going to go and get some equipment. John Deere, they just got a big shipment in, and they have a lot of stuff there. So I'm going to go there and figure out what equipment I'm going to use on this farm. I have a few fields here. I have this field here, the harvested field right there, and then this field here, and then there's a field back there that I have, and then there's a pasture I own behind the house, and then two fields back over there. So it is a pretty big farm. I'm probably gonna want some pretty good sized equipment to even eventually get this stuff done. But what I really need at the beginning is probably a plow or a disc or something, so I could disc up all the fields, because I think all of them are needing plowed. So I'm gonna head down to the dealer, so I'll catch you guys when I get there. Alright, so I pulled up here to the dealer, and they got quite a bit of tractors here. We've got little garden tractors too. So we get parked. That is not a very good parking job, but they got quite a bit of equipment here. Some smaller tractors, looks like. And then back there, some a little bit bigger tractors. So I'm gonna go in, talk to the salesman, and figure out what's best for me and what I have at my property, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done. Okay, thanks. So I told him my plans for right now and in the future, and he told me just to get started to not go for the biggest as you could get. Go for something that you realistically need. So we picked out a few tractors that would go good for me with the equipment that they have in their next lot back there. So he said to get the 4960 to do like planting or plowing fields, and that should be my biggest tractor for right now. And then to get something that can have a loader, so the 4240, because it has loader brackets on it, so we chose that one too. And then I told him that I am getting silos that I will need an auger, so he told me to just get a smaller tractor just to mainly move the augers around, because you don't want anything too big because you really want to maneuver with those augers. So we came up with the 4020 diesel. And then just for extra tractors, we got the Case 7140 Magnum, or International, not Magnum. I thought it was a Magnum. I thought that's what he said. But those are the tractors that we went with. And then over here in the next lot is where the combines are. I'll run over there and I'll show you them. So over here they have their combines, implements, and bigger tractors. So right here for the combines, I told him how much land I had that I was going to harvest, and he said to get the 8820 turbo. I just went with the 9600, but then over here I have gravity wagons, planters, discs, and then more planters and a seed erector. So this planter is obviously overkill. You'd need one of those big John Deeres over there for that. But over here, it's the 220. Or this is the 220. Yeah, this is the John Deere 220. He said that this would work with the big tractor that I got. And then I should just get the Case IH planter, because they don't have any other kinds of planters. This is the best one they have in the lot right now. So he said to just get this one. It'll work for the amount of property I have. It'll get the job done. And then he said this is the only seeder that they have right now, but they're getting more. So I just said I was going to wait until they got more seeders, because that one, it's a little small. It's smaller than the planter. So I just decided to wait. So now I have to get the tractors all hooked up to these. For now, I think I'm going to just put the International on the Case. Looking at the information on the tractors, I think the Case will just run this. I might just leave it on this. But I'm not really sure. So I'm going to get everything all situated, and then I have to run down to Ford so I can get myself a good farm truck. I mean, I got my Highboy over there, but it's not really meant for a big load, especially a big load of grain or whatever. I was thinking about getting that gravity wagon over there, but I was over there earlier just looking around at Ford, and I think I have a pretty good idea of what I want. So I'm going to get the 4960, and I'm going to go get it hooked up to the disc, and then I'm going to come back and get the 7140. So I got these tractors hooked up. Now I'm just going to go and to the John Deere dealer and get him a truck, and then I'm going to go to Ford and figure out what truck I might be getting today. Okay, so I think I got everything figured out. I made it to Ford, and I talked to the salesman, and he told me over here is your regular daily drivers, back there's the used trucks, up here is the sort of more heavy-duty trucks, and then you got your semis over there. So let's just start out with this work truck. It'd be nice to have a service truck, but I don't think my operation is really big enough to have a service truck like this. And then we got this F350 dually. This is the truck that I have picked. It's just the best truck out of all of them, that, in my opinion. And then over here we just got a F350 dually. This one's a single cab, 2-door, and that one's a 4-door. I just like the look of the 4-door better. Then, I wasn't planning on this, but they have semis here, and they got this old Kenworth, not a Ford. This is a Kenworth. I think it's like 1974 Kenworth that I have bought. And along with that, I got this Wilson back here. It's a Wilson Pace Setter, I think that's what it is. Yeah. So I could take my grain and take it to wherever I need it to go. And over here there was some flatbeds for a semi, but I just decided not to get any of those. I just decided to get this PJ trailer for my truck and just have that as my flatbed for now. So I'm gonna go and get in the Ford, and I'm gonna hook it up to the PJ, and then I'm gonna haul the header on that, and then I'll come back and get the harvester. But right now I'm gonna attempt to hook this up. Okay, so I got the trailer hooked up. Now I'm just gonna head down and pick up the header. Okay, so I got the header all loaded up. I'm just gonna head back to the farm and just put down the trailer and then come back with the combine. So I haven't hauled very much with the hauling of equipment. I'm very new at this, and I just didn't want any of the other equipment to get very much damaged, because as I was coming back with the header, it shifted and moved a lot, so I think I need a little bit more experience before I really start hauling. But so they're just gonna bring the rest of that tomorrow. It was just too much stress, so I'm just gonna call and have them deliver it, and then I'm gonna see if they could deliver the tractor first, so I can, or the 4960, so I can start disking up the fields. But I'm gonna go in and give them a call. So I gave them a call. They said they'd bring the 4960 home first with the 220 disc, or they'd bring it here, and then the rest of it they'll just have to bring tomorrow. They said they're stacked up on deliveries, so I'm just gonna wait for the tractor to get here, and then I'll start disking. Okay, so John Deere just delivered my John Deere 4960, and right now I'm gonna take out one of these fields. Alright, let me turn around here. And I'm just gonna start on maybe this field, since it's a small field, so I can get familiar with all the controls and everything. But with disking, there's nothing you could really mess up, so it doesn't really matter. Let me hop out, open this gate, fold the disc, perfect. We'll pull up here, drop it down, try to get the edge. Alright, we're cultivating. So I'm gonna cultivate this field and then I'm gonna move off to the next one. So enjoy the time lapse. Alright, so we just finished up the first field. It went a lot better than I thought. I had to go, for the outside rows, I had to go 3 because the trees back there, I didn't want to hit them, and I needed enough space to turn around. So we got that field all finished up. Now I'm just moving to the next field right here. So let's put her down. Let's go. So just doing that outside row, man, I really should have considered getting a bigger tractor with a bigger disc. That took forever. For you guys, it was like maybe a minute. Oh man, it was a really long time. So I'm gonna be out here for a while, so I'm gonna finish up this field, and then if I still have time, I might go out and do the next field over there, but I might think about leasing that big disc with that tractor, because this is really brutal. But either way, we'll get her all done. So I'm going to continue with this field and enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so we have just finished up. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. I seriously am considering finding a bigger disc, because that field is going to take a really long time if this is what I'm going to be using. So we got these 2 fields done. They're ready to be planted when the equipment gets back. I think he said they were coming back tomorrow. So I'm going to park this in the shed, and then I think this is going to be the end of the video. So I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please leave your input in the comments, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.